get started, because yes, I am playing a truck simulator. I need something relaxing after playing World of Tanks. Okay, so you can see I've actually already done a bit of driving in this game. I just haven't decided to reuse the same game. I just decided to reuse the same game. I already bought myself my first truck, and let's take out a mission. Let's go over here to the job market and freight market. And what do we have up here? We have a pressure tank that needs to move from Hanover to Stuttgart. Sounds good to me, except where am I now? I'm over in the Netherlands. So I'd have to drive over... Nah, let's not do that. Instead, let's take tractors, 13 tons. Rotterdam, Hanover. Sounds good to me. Okay, so I am playing with a controller for this game because, to be honest with you guys, I don't have a racing wheel. And I'm one of those people where I don't usually, if I'm going to buy something, I'm going to save up and buy it when it's really high quality. I'm usually not going to buy crap. And I don't feel like dropping $100 on a good quality racing wheel and pedals. So yeah. Alright, where am I? What am I doing here? Wait, literally, where am I? Apparently standing in the middle of the road in my truck. Okay, so let's do a U-turn. One of the interesting things about this game, I'm not going to make this U-turn because I am in a truck. So let's back this up and turn this around here. One of the interesting things about this game is that it's actually fairly detailed. The cities aren't... Ow. The cities aren't actually all... The cities aren't, you know, one-to-one scale model, but they are pretty close. Brakes are a little twitchy. I'm still kind of getting the feel of those. But it's a relaxing game. You know, you're not rushing, you're not, you know, going crazy, you're not fighting other tankers or running away from creepers or anything of the sort. I'm forgetting my turn signals. Turn signals, yes, the game has turn signals. It is a simulator. And it has really stupid AI, too. Whoa, okay, that's an invisible wall. You know how they say don't talk on your cell phone and drive? Well, don't talk on YouTube and drive at the same time either. It ends about the same way. So as you can see, the truck I bought was a Volvo because Toyota doesn't make a truck. Yeah, I'm a little in love with Toyota and Honda, so sue me. I'm not really a Japanophile, or a Japanophile? I don't even know. It's just, they make such good cars. I mean, I have a 20-year-old Toyota. Yeah, a 20-year-old Toyota, so sue me. You know what? It's going to be alive 6 years after the rest of the cars on the road have broken down and been sent to the junkyard. So you know what? You can make fun of my car all you want. Where is this thing? Yeah, okay, true. That was my girlfriend chiming in. She had a Ford Taurus that's brake lines rotted out, and then a Plymouth Sundance that I'm not even certain what exactly was wrong with it, other than the fact that the mechanic basically went, no. So let's go to the outside view here, so you guys can actually see me backing this thing up. And anyone else who's watching this who's actually a trucker will note that I'm doing this badly. Tap the trailer, do it badly. And let's try and get out of here, which is going to be interesting, because... Alright, come on. Trucks are interesting, just on the physics of how these things work. When you're turning, your rear tires will follow the smallest circle of your vehicle. So, long story short, your trailer will actually turn inside of you. Which is something you remember when you do something like what I just did. If you saw, my cab actually cleared that corner, my trailer didn't. So let's get going in the forwards direction again. Let's get that trailer clear of the corner. Pop the curb a little bit, but that's okay. We can do that. And directional. And really, I'm intending this series to be more of a me talking and playing a game, and not necessarily talking about playing the game, because, well, there's not much to talk about. I'm putting on my left-hand turn signal, guys. I'm turning left, checking both ways, because I don't want to hit anyone, because that costs money. And we're turning. And I'm driving a big truck. Yeah, see how boring this gets? And there's another big truck, and he may hit my trailer if he's not careful, but he's being careful. So, this is really more of a series for me, kind of, I don't know if vlog is the right word. I'm not really a huge fan of just the vlogs where you see someone's face on a screen and they kind of babble incessantly and try and be funny. I don't know, that kind of irritates me. If I had to say that there was a series that inspired this, it's really Kurt J. Max, Farlands or Bust. You know, he kind of talks about whatever he wants to, and the rest of the world deals with it. And that's fine, and people apparently like that. I don't know. I think people are strange. Apparently I like that. I think I'm strange. I'm playing a truck sim game. I'm freaking nuts! I mean, come on, guys. Here I am, spending a perfectly good Wednesday night before I have work at 6:30 in the morning, and I'm playing a truck sim on YouTube, and I'm recording it. What the hell am I doing with my life? Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, the most important thing is I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing. I don't know why I am. I really don't. I don't know why I enjoy doing this, but apparently I do. And, come on. That was the horn. The horn sounds kind of weak because apparently they take soundproofing into account. What it... Really? The AI in this game is kind of, What the hell? Like, really, dude? Come on! I'm halfway out the road and then you decide to come on flying on direction? Alright, now the buses I've been warned about. I've been warned about these buses. That they are Satan's buses. Alright, so let's get out of this damn intersection. Yeah, they're all high as kites. Or they all have hookers in the front seat. I'm not certain that this is going to be a very PG series, by the way.
You're a trucker.
So I've already gotten the question, actually, from one of my subscribers. I'm amazed I'm already getting questions. And one of those questions, does that say 30 or 50?
Where?
Does that sign say 30, 50, or...
100?
100. 100 kilometers an hour. Nice. Okay, so let's pick up to highway speed here. And yes, I am American, if you can't tell from the accent. I am from the United States of America. Over here, we do things in miles per hour. We're kind of like the Brits that way, except we drive on the proper side of the road, unlike the damn Brits. If you notice, I actually started out in Germany, and I'm kind of straddling lanes here, but that's mostly because this controller isn't exactly the most precise instrument for driving. Yeah, I started out in Germany because I can't stand driving on the left side of the road. It drives me a little crazy, and I also thought it would be silly to have a drive-on-right truck when most of Europe is in fact, or sorry, a drive-on... A cab that has the steering column on the right, because it's weird when you're talking about roads, American and European is drive on right, but if you're talking about the trucks, you actually say drive on left because that's where your steering wheel is. Because apparently people can't figure out their damn terminology. Anyways, I didn't feel like having a truck that was opposite to what most of the, Here my girlfriend's trying to give me beer, so I drive better with beer. Yeah. We've been having kind of a gaming evening tonight, and I've actually been recording part of it. Thank you, dear. And my girlfriend is doing her best to distract me terribly, and ply me with booze. So we are and those two. Yep. So anyways, the question I got was actually, Kassarian, do you have any interests other than video games? Yes, I do. Like my lovely girlfriend who is sitting next to me. Also, I love target shooting. I am actually still in process on getting my concealed carry permit for the state of Massachusetts. For those of you who are not from the United States and don't know this, every state has their own rules when it comes to firearms in terms of what you can and can't have. I'm going to slow this down a little bit because these turns are actually a little bit too much for my truck. Every state has different rules in terms of what you can and can't have and how you how you get your licensing. Massachusetts is fairly restrictive. I am currently applying for the highest level permit in the state of Massachusetts. What do you mean speeding offense? The sign back there said 100.
You missed another sign.
My truck can't do 100. I probably did pass another sign. Oh well. It's not like it goes on your permanent record or anything. That's the problem I've been having with this game. When you're traveling at 100 kilometers an hour, the signs go by really fast.
60 miles an hour? How is that fast?
Well, it's a computer screen. It's not like I have the full field of view that I do in a car. Plus, it's all pixelated and a pain in the butt. Okay, so as I'm driving, I'm watching my fuel levels over on the side. Anyways, Massachusetts guns, right. Class A is the highest license you can get in this state. It's basically... Well, technically you have your Class 3, but that's also a federal. Class A concealed carry permit in Massachusetts allows you to carry a weapon concealed and to possess a weapon with a magazine with an internal capacity of more than 10 rounds, or one that is capable of accepting a magazine of more than 10 rounds. Now, anyone who knows guns will tell you that pretty much any weapon that has an external magazine can accept a magazine of larger than 10 rounds. It's one of those no-duh moments of, you know, that's just kind of the way these things work. So to have any weapon that's magazine fed, you know, you have to have your Class A. It's not an easy process, actually. The chief of police is the person you're applying to. He can actually deny you for any reason and not even give you the reason why he denied you. Now, if that happens, you can sue, but you have to hire an attorney. It could take years and attorney's fees and this and that, and honestly, it's easier to move to New Hampshire, where you can walk down to Walmart, buy an AR-15, and walk out the same day. Or, you know, buy a pistol, strap it to your hip, and walk right out of the store. That's it.
It used to be observable.
But in New Hampshire, if you don't have their concealed carry permit, it must be observable. There are a couple other states that actually have now what is called constitutional carry, which means that you can conceal carry any handgun with no training, permitting. I don't know. I am all for gun rights, and I am all for people being armed. But I'd also like to know that the guy behind me isn't going to accidentally blow my foot off. Like, if he intends to do it because I'm being an idiot and I'm trying to kill him or something, that's fine. But if he accidentally blows my foot off,
Look at my gun! Boosh! My big toe is gone!
as you probably all just heard, exactly. You know, I like the idea of training and background checks because I don't want crazies to get guns. Like, there are people who are genuinely crazy. Anyone who says, oh no, people aren't crazy, there are no crazy people, it's just, you know, they're misunderstood by society. No, there are people in this world who are absolutely nuts. Absolutely, completely nuts. And they should not be allowed to own guns. As my friend who I was tagging with earlier is checking his Smith & Wesson M&P 9mm. Very, very nice hand. Oh. Let me rephrase that. It shoots.
It's a gun, it goes bang, it makes my family safe.
Right.
And yes, I have taken training courses, and I have taken training courses outside the minimum requirement, so I know what the hell I'm doing.
Right. Now, I can now go off, because this isn't like Minecraft or something where I'm trying to explain to you how things work, and because I'm just kind of driving down this road at 90 kilometers an hour, because that's as fast as this damn European truck will go. What I wouldn't give for like a nice big, you know, Mack or a Kenworth or something, you know, American with like 12 cylinders or something silly under the hood.
Yeah, I got past, I was going 75 earlier today in the van, I got past my big rig going 100.
Yeah, those moments when you go, how long is it going to take you to stop? Oh, 3 football fields. Okay. Anyways.
Well, to be fair, he was empty. He just had the flatbed on the back, so he's still, the 60-footer is the 60-footer.
Right. So, the M&P, I have some complaints with. Just the trigger is so stiff on it. It's also kind of a pain in the butt to clean. Because the way they designed it, it's like...
This one's alright. It's not bad.
You have to get down there with a screwdriver, though. I mean, it's kind of like... Or a shell. A round. But, anyways, I'm much more of a SIG person myself.
Yes.
I mean,
Those are expensive.
they're ginormously expensive. The one I want is, you know, that thing's about $900 MSRP. But they're nice, they're very good quality. Actually, up here in New England, there's a range, for those of you who are from other parts of the country, and I'm actually going to pull over at this rest stop here because I'm not certain what my sleep schedule status is, and the last thing I want is to get a fine for driving while overtired. And also, I kind of need gas anyway, so might as well pull over. Yes, you have to actually manage that in this game.
You stupid cow!
He's yelling at his gun.
Apparently, it was designed to be less than cooperative today. So while I'm just pulled over here, let me hit F6. Oh, I have like 9 hours until I have to sleep. Okay, that's fine.
Next rest stop's in 8 hours.
Now is when you stick your head out the window, by the way, to make sure there are no cars coming. Unlike what I do. Head out no cars coming. We look back in front of us because even though this is a motorway, or an A road in Europe, I believe is what they call it, the AI has been known to dead stop for no apparent reason in the middle of the road. Because also, people do that in real life, guys. Like, you'd be surprised how many traffic jams here in the States are actually caused by people who just decide, well, I'm going to stop now. Yep. Every now and then you'll see that. Actually, today I had to drive up 93 through Boston. I was coming up from Quincy. And that's probably one of the worst driving experiences you can ever have. And the worst part about it is, from where I was coming from, there was no other way to get to where I was going. You just have to go straight through the middle of Boston. And, yeah. Unfortunately, what had happened was that one of those local trucks... See, in my driving experience, and I actually also do... I'm currently doing tech support, but I also do pizza delivery stuff. I have found in my driving experience that the long-haul truckers, the guys with the big sleeper cabs, are far more courteous than the local delivery guys. And what had happened was that one of these local delivery guys, and I can only guess he'd been... Jeez, buddy! I'd had my blinker on for like a half a mile!
Cheese buddy or cheese buddy? Because cheese buddy would be awesome.
Also, people do that in Boston, by the way. You'll have your blinker on and people will just like zoom right by you. Well, yeah, that's true too. But, anyways, so what it looked like happened was this local delivery truck had been tailgating this little, I think it was a bug. I think that was like insult to injury, it was this little tiny joke of a car that, you know, really can't take much in terms of accident. And let's slow down before we go on the off-ramp, because...
You don't need to have a movement to deport me. If these laws do not pass, I'll deport myself. Here's Morgan CNN. Please, don't deport yourself. Light yourself on fire right down the street. Moving targets are so much better.
Oh my. So anyways, the main... What was I saying? Oh yeah, this local guy, he'd rear-ended this poor bug. And I was amazed that thing was still intact. I mean, it's like an egg, you know, it's stronger than it looks. Well, it better have been, because otherwise the passengers inside would have been dead as doornails. But anyways, he'd rear-ended it, and they were far out of the lane. Both vehicles were still running. They were pulled over into one of the emergency breakdown areas. And every single person had to stop to look. Not slow down, stop. Full stop. The traffic was so bad that the state police officer, and I don't know for any of my European viewers if you guys, we have state police. They're kind of like in between your city and your town police, and then your federal police. We have state police, which kind of fill the same role as federal police. They're not quite, you know, the FBI who do major crimes, and they do, you know, more minor stuff, patrol highways, that sort of stuff. Anyways, it was so bad that the Stady couldn't actually get to the accident because the traffic was so bad. He had to go up into there's like the center access lane that they can switch back and forth in different directions. I just stuck my... How did I clip into the...
Repeatedly.
That's a new one. Anyways, the Stady had to go up the center access road to actually get to the accident because the traffic was so bad because people were being idiots. Like, really, people. A guy rear-ended another person. This isn't that hard. This happens every day. We just... You don't have to come to a dead stop. Why? Why? See, that's the issue with driving. Most driving issues and accidents are caused by... You know, if that guy had just gone...
Oh god. Oh god.
I don't understand these people. I really don't.
Just start hitting people.
It's like, I'm a semi...
You ran it over.
I
Kill them all.
am a semi trying to make a wide turn. What do you not do? Oh, I'm gonna get right up to the line while the semi is trying to make a wide... No!
You are wrong.
I actually saw that once. There's a... Where I work at Deliver Pizza, there's a weird... It's like a T intersection that's more like a Y, but it's really a T. Anyways, driving down one road, it looks like it's setting up to be a Y, and then basically what happens is that the road that's coming into it takes a sudden left-hand turn, so it turns into a T. It's really bloody confusing the first time you do it. And there was a truck that was trying to make a right-hand turn. And this is a major road in the town I work in. Actually, in the state, it's a fairly major trucking route going out to the city of Lowell. And this semi, it was a big semi. I think he had a load of lumber on him, like finished lumber for houses. He was trying to make a right-hand turn, so he was making a right-hand turn from the left-hand lane because, you know, if you've watched semis at all or seen the back of a semi in a movie one time in the dark at the beach while drunk and high, you've noticed they have these giant signs in the back that say, "Caution, wide right-hand turn," with this wonderful graphic that shows a car that tries to get around the right-hand side of a truck making a right-hand turn, getting crushed by the truck taking a right-hand turn. Well, this lady decided to try and get inside of the truck that was making a right-hand turn. The truck didn't actually even see her, because if you notice on these mirrors, actually the mirrors in this game give you far more visibility than you really would have. There are these blind spots that trucks tend to have, right about along the side of the trailer. You can actually kind of see it as I'm turning there. Yeah, the truck couldn't see her, and ended up rolling up onto her hood and flattening her engine block. And it wasn't the truck driver's fault. He couldn't see that she was there. You know? Stupid people. Like, that's really what caused most accidents in the world. Just stupid, stupid people. Like, okay, that. You're coming up to a right-hand turn that's somewhat blind, right? In real life, that would never be a passing zone. Well, okay, in the United States, that wouldn't be a passing zone. Actually, for those Europeans watching this, we really don't do passing zones up here in the Northeast. Every now and then you'll see one, but most of the time you're not allowed ever to go into oncoming traffic.
He's talking about traffic. I'm watching traffic accidents in Russia.
Oh my god. Traffic accidents in Russia. So, as we're clipping along, going 90 kilometers an hour on a single-lane road, because that's what we do. Oh my word. That's the other thing. I really wish people would understand. Snow isn't necessarily that bad to drive in if you're careful. If you take... Right. As someone who just dealt with, what, like 5 feet of snow this winter? The blizzard and my work... My pizza delivery work stayed open for most of that. That was a fun, entertaining moment. Yeah. We stayed open as long as we could until the governor issued an order that everyone was to be off the roads by 4 p.m. or else they would get like a $2,000 fine and a week in jail or something. Up to a year in jail. And it was meant to clear the road for emergency crews. I don't think anyone actually got arrested. But the threat served well enough to keep everyone off the road. All right, there we go. Which is a good thing. I mean, that was a bad blizzard. That was... I've grown up in New England all my life. Okay, it was not that bad, but it was still pretty bad.
So it's nothing compared to the snow can I went to high school in.
There were still whiteout conditions forming. But, you know, folks, if you don't have a reason to be on the road during a snowstorm, don't go out. Like, unless it's a good reason, don't go out. Like, as someone who works while driving, short distance as a pizza guy, you know, just stay off the road because there are those of us on the road who have to work. And the fewer people there are who are out for a joyride in a winter wonderland, the less likely the rest of us are to have a traffic accident. And please, also, if you're not comfortable driving at night, just don't drive at night. Please. Please. I can't explain the number of people I see out in the roads who you can tell they're not comfortable at night. They're driving the entire way with their high beams on, as the 18-wheeler in the opposite direction is flashing his high beams repeatedly. And they leave it on. You can tell they're leaving it on because they're afraid to turn off the high beams. If you can't drive without your high beams, don't be driving at night. Please. Because it... Right, and what happens is, and this has happened to me, I have an older car. My windshield is pitted. If you hit my windshield with high beams, it becomes opaque. The reason I'm slamming on my brakes is not to give you a wide berth. It's because I can't flip and see. And I don't want to hit something. Oh my word, that's enough talking about driving, I guess. So what else am I interested in? Well, pen and paper gaming, if I needed to sound any geekier than I already am. Pen and paper gaming, yes. As I attempt to keep this relatively PG. Because yes, folks, I do know there's some of you out there who are actually in my mother's education classes at North Shore. I say hello to you guys, by the way. I don't need that.
You had 9 hours and said the next rest stop was in 8 hours.
Yeah, and it's fine. I'm gonna complete my delivery in like 14 minutes.
Okay.
I do want to get off the highway here, though. Sorry, my girlfriend is backseat driving in a video game.
I don't drive now!
Because you're not paying attention.
Yeah, actually, I'm too busy talking.
Ha!
So let's slow this down a little bit, and let's make sure we're not going to hit anyone as we merge here. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, we're good. So we are 6 kilometers away. Alright, driving. So, driving. Yes, pen and paper gaming. GURPS, when I get to play it, because no one else will play it, because everyone takes one look at GURPS and goes, oh my god, what the heck is that?
Bullshit.
It's
Bullshit. I will play all day long.
Math.
Okay, there is one prominent member of our gaming group who absolutely refuses to play GURPS.
Yeah.
But yes, GURPS, D&D, D20 Modern, all that fun stuff.
No,
Well,
D20 Modern.
I will play D20 Modern. Everyone else in the room's yelling at me now. But
Everyone else,
anyways,
it's just one person.
No.
Okay, now it's almost different.
I've been gaming longer than he's been alive.
so,
True.
It's true.
and I'm interested in getting into wargaming if it didn't cost so bleeping much. Actually, World in Flames is one that I would really like to get in. Flames of War. Flames of War, World in Flames. I think there was a game called World in Flames.
Yeah, there was.
I think it was like a world post-apocalypse or like a World War III or something. Illuminati. Something, you know. Anyways, that's one I want to get into, mostly because I've been looking at what the What Would Patton Do guys that Darkling is a member of. He's a World of Tanks YouTuber, and that's not a turn. That looks like a turn. I saw a break in the median and went, oh look, that's my turn. No, that's not my turn. Alright, so let's just coast forward, and let's use F5 to zoom in. And I am actually going to attempt, first off, I'm going to make this turn a little wide here.
You
Nice big intersection for me. Let's get this turned in. And let's brake. What the? That was a curb.
Yes, let's break the curve.
And your truck.
No, there's break.
It's a
And that's the
joke.
thing telling me where I'm supposed to go.
Target.
Let me back up a little bit as I'm stuck on this fence. And now let's try and back up a truck.
It crashed again.
So now, you guys get to see me attempting to park this thing. Because I am still trying to figure out how to park a semi. So I'm going to pull forward and straighten out the asset. See where that arrow is? Straight. And this is where I look retarded on YouTube. Yeah. Oh look, he has a lava.
Sold it years ago.
Straight-ish. And the nice thing about this game, however, is if you screw up enough, they offer you to miss the precision parking XP bonus. I'm falling kind of silent. I'm trying to get directions.
Stop driving. And we got it.
Booyah!
Because all it cares about is if the back is close enough to the dock. Yeah, cab doesn't matter. Back close to dock, you're all set. So now I'm level 5 enthusiast. And let's go up one more. Should I do long distance or get an ADR?
Has it been an hour?
Let's go with...
Oh, yeah.
Let's go with another long distance one, because apparently let's not do long distance. I'm already at a half an hour for a single episode. So let's boost up, let's get ADR. Shall we? Class 1 explosives? Sounds good to me. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Let's take a look outside the cab. As we slowly pull away. And Thank you very much for watching, guys. Once again, if you like this episode, please like, comment, and or subscribe. Thank you very much, and as always, happy trucking.